Welcome to the deep dive. We're taking a deep breath today and diving into a really thought-provoking message.
Yeah, this one really sticks with you.
It does. It's not a bunch of different articles this time, but just one powerful sermon from Pastor Shawn. It's called Liberation from Extremes, Sabbath, Lies, and Enoughness.
Based on that story in Luke, right? The woman healed on the Sabbath.
Exactly, Luke 13.
Uh-huh.
But Pastor Shawn spins it in a way I just didn't expect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right out of the gate, he hits you with this. You're all a bunch of extremists.
Whoa, okay. That's definitely a hook.
It is a total mic drop moment.
Uh-huh.
But, he uses it to link this, ancient story to our everyday lives now, the pressures, the grind.
And it all leads to this idea of liberation, freedom.
Yes. And I think it might spark a real aha moment for you listening, because it really makes you question, well, even if you think you're on the right side, maybe you're caught in extremism too,
Mm-hmm.
in a subtle way.
Yeah, it's definitely about challenging assumptions. Pastor Shawn, he really wants us to look hard at the pressures we face, how society pushes us.
And how we value ourselves.
Exactly, our sense of worth, what freedom actually means. It's like he's trying to jolt us awake a bit.
To see the grind for what it is.
Yeah, the relentless nature of it all, and that feeling of never quite being or having enough.
Okay, so let's unpack this extremism thing he talks about.
Yeah.
He says, we humans, we kind of naturally lean towards extremes.
Black or white thinking.
Yeah, like we want to pick a side. It feels simpler, maybe, even if it's not the whole picture.
Right, clear categories.
So then he paints this picture from the Bible. This woman, bound by Satan, his words for 18 years.
18 years, wow.
She's physically bent over, can barely walk, constant pain. Pastor Shawn describes her as, well, unable to function in society, can't work, cook.
Seen as having no value, just a burden. It's harsh.
It really is.
Yeah.
But then Jesus sees her, and his reaction is just immediate, powerful. He says, no, no more. Not one more day. This has gone on long enough.
Just like that. Enough is enough.
Yes. He lays hands on her. She stands up straight, healed, and praises God. It's this amazing moment.
It truly is. But then Pastor Shawn immediately brings in the contrast, right?
The synagogue leader.
Yep. Mr. Indignant, he's not celebrating this miracle. He's actually angry.
Because Jesus healed on the Sabbath. He broke the rule.
Exactly. Pastor Shawn quotes him, "There are 6 days on which work ought to be done, just not the Sabbath." Super rigid.
And like Pastor Shawn points out, our instinct is, well, obviously Jesus is right. That leader is ridiculous.
Yeah, we side with Jesus. We think, oh, those old oppressive laws. We assume Jesus just abolished them. And we're on Team Jesus.
That's exactly what I always thought. But this is where Pastor Shawn throws the curveball.
Okay, here it comes.
He says, okay, you think you're standing opposite that synagogue leader.
Right, we think we're totally different.
But what if our modern way, our own kind of extremism, what if it actually leads to the same result? A different kind of bondage.
Ah, okay. So our progress isn't necessarily freedom.
That's the core idea. This modern rat race, his term, it keeps us, in a way, just as crippled, just as crushed.
Spiritually.
No,
Emotionally.
yes, bent over, chained up, in bondage, just a different kind. Our society's demands create this cage.
Wow. He doesn't mince words about that rat race, does he?
Not at all. He describes it like the only rule is that there are no rules. Every person for themselves.
Yeah, get dog, climb, crush, whatever it takes to win.
Yeah. But then he delivers the punchline. It's brutal. He says, but the cruel irony, there is no finish line. We're all just dumb rats running in hamster wheels until someday we keel over. It's just endless striving.
And that's where he brings back the Satan idea, but maybe in a different way.
Exactly. He connects it. He says the same Satan, the same force that bound the woman. It's not just in our heads now. It's like it's in everything, poisoning society.
So it's not like a guy with horns and a pitchfork. It's more a principle, a lie.
Precisely. He frames Satan as this destructive, pervasive lie that grips us.
What lie specifically?
The lie that whispers, unless and until you possess, achieve, accomplish this, whatever this is for you, you will never be enough.
Ah, the not enough trap. I know that one.
Right. The constant comparing, the pressure to perform, achieve more, buy more. It gets into our heads, our culture, our sense of self.
We get tangled up trying to prove we're worthy.
Totally. And Pastor Shawn says the result is we become exhausted and lied to and lying. We're just scurrying in these separate hamster wheels.
While the enemy, this lie, just dangles the cheese always out of reach.
Yeah. And this constant reaching, grasping,
Right.
he says it makes us little by little more and more and more bent over.
Not physically maybe, but that feeling, the weight, the exhaustion, just hunched over from the pressure.
Exactly. Drained, depleted.
So when Jesus says no, no more to the woman, Pastor Shawn turns that right back on us in our hamster wheels.
He does. And he anticipates our reaction, which might be, whoa, Jesus, hold on. Thought you were on our side. The side of doing things, achieving things.
Because stopping feels almost wrong in our culture. Lazy, even.
Right. But Pastor Shawn clarifies, this is key. Jesus isn't freeing us from the Sabbath law, like we assumed.
He's freeing us from the enemy, from the lies.
Yes, from the bondage those lies create.
Yes.
He's freeing us for the Sabbath, for real rest. He quotes Jesus asking the leader, basically, shouldn't this woman bound by Satan for so long be set free on the Sabbath?
So the Sabbath itself isn't the problem, the bondage is.
Exactly. Pastor Shawn says Jesus stands against anything that keeps us in bondage, bent over, confined, trapped, and that absolutely includes the bondage of the hamster wheel.
Wow. So Jesus isn't anti-Sabbath, he's anti-hamster wheel.
That's a great way to put it. The sermon's image is Jesus crushing and destroys the hamster wheel. He frees us to stop running, to rest.
He frees us for Sabbath.
Yes. And then the core message lands. You are set free from the lie that you will never be enough.
That hits hard.
It does. And the affirmation follows. You are already enough. Mine is a love that cannot be earned. You are enough.
Wow.
But then there's a really important clarification he makes, isn't there? It's not just, okay, everyone stop working.
Crucial point, yes. He says explicitly, please do not mistake this as a go forth and rest command, most especially if your situation does not allow for rest.
Because for some people, resting isn't an option.
Right. He gives examples. Working multiple jobs just to survive, having to work way past retirement, being a caregiver with absolutely no break. For them, saying just rest is, well, it's meaningless, even hurtful.
So if you can't rest, what then? Is it your fault?
No, and this is huge. Pastor Shawn says if you literally cannot get rest, if there's no Sabbath for you, this is the sin of a broken society that values productivity more than people.
It shifts the blame. It's a societal problem, an injustice, not your personal failure.
Exactly. It's not about adding another rule like, make sure you rest one day a week. That would just be falling back into the synagogue leader's trap. Making rest another law, another thing to achieve.
Right. But he points out how our obsession, our zeal for productivity and progress, it actually causes the bondage. It keeps us bent over.
So weirdly, by being hyperproductive, we end up in the same extreme as the guy who was obsessed with not doing anything on one specific day.
Isn't that wild? Both are forms of being bound, different chains, same result.
So Jesus isn't the extremist here.
No. Pastor Shawn says we are. Jesus stays centered in God's healing, restorative love, a love that wants us free.
That's quite a reframing.
It really is. This deep dive, it just hammers home that liberation, freedom from that awful lie, you're not enough.
And Jesus offers that freedom, cuts right through all the noise.
Yeah. Speaks right to that weary part of us.
And there's a response called for, isn't there? When the world screams, more pain, work harder, you're not enough.
Jesus yells back, no, no more, not one more day.
You are my beloved children, all of you. You are enough.
And not because of what we do, right?
No, not because of anything we could ever do, but because of who God is and what God has done through Jesus.
And when that truth really sinks in, Pastor Shawn suggests our response is like the woman's.
Yeah.
Just uncontainable praise.
Singing songs that interrupt the status quo.
Yeah. He mentions Psalm 103, bless the Lord, O my soul, who forgives, who heals, who redeems, who crowns me with steadfast love. The kind of overflowing gratitude.
A life defined by thanks, not by striving.
Exactly. Freedom.
So the final thought, maybe, the thing to chew on, is how would really living this enoughness mess with the world?
How would it disrupt things?
Yeah. What does it look like day to day to live centered in Christ, free from those lies, and just filled with that kind of praise, no matter what's going on around you?
That's a powerful question to sit with. What does that freedom actually look like lived out?